So in this video, I want to talk about CitriStrip. I know in previous comments, I have talked about how I really didn't like to use it for lacquer, but the piece that I'm working on here had a very thick coating of lacquer on it. And I was using lacquer thinner to soften the lacquer and then scrape it off, and it was really just a pain to do. So I was like, well, I'll try some CitriStrip that I just happen to have on hand. And it seems to be working fairly well, at least for the first couple of coats. You can kind of see my method here. I just put it on very thick and covered it with plastic and let it sit overnight. I've already finished another piece that we'll look at, or not finished, but I've already scraped another piece that we'll look at here in a minute. And I just kind of wanted to show you how well the CitriStrip was working. And this is what it looked like before, and this is a piece for a customer. So we're not restoring this old finish, we're completely stripping it. So I can show you, how easily this is coming off. And of course, if you've ever used CitriStrip, you know it is messy and gross. But it seems to be pretty effective even with lacquer. Now what I'm having to do to kind of get all of this paint that's down in the grain afterwards is I'll once I've scraped this top, all the bulk of the CitriStrip off, then I'll go back and I'll kind of give it a lacquer thinner bath, essentially. And that really helps get a lot of that junk off of there. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good product if you're, if you don't need something that's going to work right away, if you're not in a hurry and you can wait for it to kind of soak in overnight and get through those multiple layers. One piece that I have struggled with some is here on the sides. You can't get it on as thick. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with my scraper here, so it doesn't come off as well. So my strategy for those side pieces, after I do that lacquer thinner wash, there's still some lacquer paint on there, and at that point I'll actually go back and try to let it dry and then sand it. Let's come over here. This is the other piece that's kind of already gone through that process, and it still needs sanded some, of course, but overall it's starting to look pretty good. And what I've found is this piece has fairly thin veneers, so this is allowing me to protect those veneers, because with the drawers I was kind of trying this out on sanding it on, and it was just wanting to burn right through those veneers. So that's not something we want to happen in this instance. So this is another option. Thanks for watching.